Hey, good afternoon. Hope you are all doing well. Hope your week is off to a good start. I just finished trading, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes ago, and I wanted to share with you the two things I have taken away from the self-proclaimed kings of our futures trading industry. And if you want to know what they are, well, you'll just have to stick around. All right, so what could possibly be that important that I want to shout out none other than Patrick Wieland and ICT? Well, the first would be from Patrick, and that is pivot points. I use pivot points on a day just like today when the market smashes through highs and you don't know where the heck it can go next. Well, pivot points play a pivotal. See what I did there? Pivotal. Anyway, pivot points play a vital role in giving us a map. Now, does it work all the time? No. But it works pretty dang close to all the time, right? Or to me it does. It works I would say it runs to these targets more oftentimes than it does not. Let me say it that way. That's probably a more accurate way of putting it. So we run up here in the morning, we break through and create new all-time highs, and it doesn't stop. The market doesn't stop there. So I'm like, well, where the heck can it go next? Well, this pivot point. So first of all, pivot points are already here. I didn't plant this here. They're on every chart that you pulled up, and it is a I don't even know exactly how they're derived, to be quite honest, but it's from volume or price action from the previous day, and then it's a percentage of that. So whether that is up or down, these plots are already planted on the charts of where the market thinks it could go. And as you see here, it breaks out, pulls back, and then it runs right to the freaking pivot. Pulls back, can't make a new high, and then I don't know if there was some news right here or what, but there was a violent sell-off. And where does it go? It comes back to what ICT gave me, and that is charting out pre-market high and low, previous day's high and low, and then he takes it a step or two or 10 further than that. He charts out, you know, um, the previous week's high and low, previous month's high and low, and everything in between. I don't do all that, but I do find very useful is the pre-market high and low and the previous day's high and low. More oftentimes than not, the market will come into open in the morning and it will sell or shoot up to one of those points. Like this pink line was the Asian low of Sunday night. This is Monday, today, Monday afternoon when I'm making this. So the previous night was Sunday night's Asian session low, and we come into the market open and it sells off and it doesn't quite touch it, but it gets pretty dang close in touching and revisiting that previous low from the overnight. But it finds it it finds it later on today, doesn't it? So it comes down, sells down, it makes a new low. It tries to bounce back up. It can't do that. It sells back off, and it goes right through this pivot. And then I have a feeling by the end of the day, we will be down at this pivot. I almost want to wait to post this until later to see if we actually hit this bottom pivot or not, because it's trying to get there right now. This is a 3-minute chart we're sitting here looking at on TradingView. But you can see it tries to recover, and what does it do? It bounces right off of this gold line, this pivot, because it can't get back through it and sends it lower. I find that very interesting. And then red line is, well, I need to move it now because now this is now down here, right? So this is our new session low down here, pre-market low, pre-market high, session high, and yeah, well, that is our all-time high now. This high is now our all-time high. Anyway, so I do this every day. Every morning or every night, I come in and I plot where the market has already been, and that gives me an idea of where we might go, or if we're in between these two and the SPY is doing whatever the SPY is doing, that gives me a target to go hit. Um, anyway, I thought I would share. I thought I would share. So recap on so I normally trade off of 150 tick chart. 150 transactions make one candle, but I moved this to the 15-minute chart so you can see all of these trades that I took today. Admittedly, last night in the Asian Open, I got my head caved in. I got it wrong. I got it wrong more than once. That was quite the debacle to try to work out of. But I did, and then I did it again this morning, very early this morning, and then had to work out of that again around when the market opened up. And then, as you can see, this is the 15-minute chart we're sitting here looking at on Quan Tower at the moment. Excuse me. But I caught this move up, and I caught a lot of it, and then that was it. That was all I needed to make my day. Um, and we will roll right into the P&L. I was able to knock down 2141 today, about $700 in each account. That brings those totals to $1,800 now. Not out of the woods yet. The magic number is 25 something. I forgot what it was. 100, I think. 2500, 2600 is the magic number. There we go, Russ. 2600 is the magic number that I am searching for. So hopefully I get there this week and don't shoot myself in the foot tomorrow. But that makes 3 days traded on those, and yeah, and then my 150K accounts, I have two of those that I finished last week. So hopefully, I think Wednesday they will come online and be able to be money makers for me this week, I hope. But yeah, so shout out to Patrick Whelan, shout out to ICT for dropping some knowledge on this little guy. And some of that stuff you pick up along the way from people on the internet. I shouldn't say it that way. There are a lot of traders on the internet who, if you retain some of their information and you are able to develop your own trading style and you have this culmination blend of everything together, really can be useful. There are a lot of traders on YouTube who are absolute garbage. I am not saying I am great. I am not saying that I am just me, is all I'm trying to say. But there is info out there if you go dig hard enough, and just drawing and extracting pieces from some of these people and developing your own trading style. And that is what I do, and that seems to be working well for me now. Um, hey, you got to become a student, become a student of the game. Anyway, that is all I got. As always, I very much appreciate y'all tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the freaking like button. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye.